So what is going on, everyone? My name is LittleMarMan and I want to welcome each and every one of you back for another zombies video. Today we are going to be discussing and talking about the Rift and what exactly it is and the storyline significance it actually has when it comes to the Call of Duty Zombies storyline. If it does sound like something that you would enjoy, do smash that like button, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. So there was a lot of talk regarding the mending or sort of leaving of the Rift when it came to Black Ops 2 Zombies. Obviously you had to complete many Easter eggs in many of the maps, and whether or not you did them in Richtofen or Maxis's favor gave you two different results. Richtofen, when given the power through polarization, obviously mends the Rift. He actually mends the Rift, so there is no longer a Rift, and that sort of traps Samantha in Agartha and allows him to sort of retrieve full manipulation of the zombies and gain ultimate power essentially. And Maxis wanted to sort of leave it open, and that sort of allowed Samantha to escape, but it also allows other things to escape, because the Rift is actually a gateway between the Earth and the Aether, and the Aether obviously consists of dark matter, dark energies, and dark forces, which is what we are actually seeing in Black Ops 3 Zombies. We of course have the god of Cthulhu, a very evil god at that, and of course we have his pawn, or what we believe to be his pawn, the Shadowman. And if you were to level it down, they really only have one objective: to gain ultimate power, and that really does involve the end of the human race and of course our characters. And whether or not the gatekeepers actually came from the Aether, whether they were trapped in the Aether with these dark forces and these were sort of good forces against the evil forces in the Aether, and that's where the battles took place, and they both leaked out and now they're sort of taking their battles onto Earth. That definitely could be a possibility, but I really don't know whether or not it would be sort of plausible, but it definitely is something to take note of. And if you don't know exactly what the Aether is, I have already made a video on it, and if you want to check it out, do click the link on screen if you're watching on a PC or a laptop, but go down to the description below to get that link if you are watching on mobile. It's just the way YouTube works. But yeah, definitely it is very, very interesting. It's used in a lot of our real life theories. Even Isaac Newton did a bit about the Aether and its energy and a bit about dark matter, and it is definitely very, very interesting to sort of know. And Treyarch did obviously take some inspiration from that when bringing it into, of course, the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies storyline. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. The Rift is obviously a gateway between the Earth and the Aether. That is pretty much all it is. And before we finish up, I am going to play a radio directed from Maxis to Richtofen, in which he sort of speaks and explains a bit about how Samantha's actions allow them to communicate across the Rift. Let's have a listen.
Remember what I told you, Edvard? The scars left by Samantha's past actions allow us to communicate across the Rift. Follow my words. I will find you. When you release the beacon, I will secure your extraction and destroy the site. Remember, the burden is yours to carry, Edvard. The others must never know the truth.
So this is definitely very, very interesting, and this small quote gives us a lot of information on the way the world actually is, the way the world actually remains. And obviously a lot of people misinterpreted some of the information that Maxis actually stated, but Maxis does say that, of course, the scars left from Samantha's past allows him to communicate with Richtofen across the Rift, not through the Rift, not between the Rift, not in the Rift. Like a lot of people said, is Maxis or Richtofen, one of them has to be in the Rift if like one of them is communicating across it with others. No, definitely that is not the case. Like, this basically means that one of the worlds that is between Richtofen and Maxis is totally consumed by dark energy, by the Rift. And who created that world? Well, we did, or you did, if you completed the Maxis step in the Easter egg. Obviously that timeline splits in two, whether or not you complete the Maxis Easter egg or Richtofen Easter egg. Both of those universes exist, and the one where it's left open and sort of the Earth blows up, that obviously is consumed completely by the Rift, and that is sort of what Maxis and Richtofen are communicating across. So we don't actually know the universe Maxis is in, but obviously we play in the one Richtofen's in. So it definitely leaves a lot of mystery. Hopefully this will be cleared up in future DLCs, hopefully maybe even Der Eisendrache. And yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. I have explained what the Rift is and what the Rift could be, and a bit about its storyline significance. So if you did enjoy it, smash that like button if you did learn something and if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe if you enjoy videos like this one and want to see more. I have plenty of zombies videos on my channel if you want to go back and check them out as well. But that is pretty much it for this video. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed, hope you all learned something. Once again, peace out, thanks for watching.